Welcome to Deep Sight. This is Lawrence, your navigator on this history journey. Read an in-depth article and experience a bygone time. Let us light up the world together, gain insight into the past, and foresee the future. In the above 15 issues, we have briefly introduced some of the most important civilizations in the world. Which civilizations left the deepest impression on you? Today's society has various rankings of countries, including population, GDP, level of scientific and technological development, and influence on the world. If ancient civilizations are analyzed and ranked according to today's standards, what will be the result? This is an absolutely brain-burning question. From an archaeological point of view, to obtain the most accurate appearance of civilization requires sufficient support from archaeological discoveries and historical documents. Let us measure the comprehensive strength of ancient civilizations from the following aspects according to today's common standards, such as politics, economy, culture, science and technology, military, geography, etc. Different criteria may result in different rankings. Moreover, the development of ancient civilizations is also constantly changing, and may have different performances in different periods. Let's try to give a rough ranking based on some common indicators. This ranking combines some research and information from various aspects and is not necessarily completely accurate or objective. It is for reference only. If you have different opinions, please share and leave a message below. We have selected the following most important ancient civilizations as comparison objects: Egyptian civilization, Mesopotamian civilization, Indus Valley civilization, Chinese civilization, Greek civilization, Roman civilization, Mayan civilization, Aztec civilization, and Inca civilization and Islamic civilization. These civilizations are recognized as having a long history, rich culture, and have had an important and far-reaching impact on human civilization. The following is our ranking of the comprehensive strength of ancient civilizations based on different standards. Politics. The political aspect mainly considers the ancient civilization's governance form, political system, legal system, social order, and the ability and scope of external expansion. In this regard, Roman civilization ranks highest because it built a vast empire with efficient administration, an advanced legal system, and a strong military. Second is the Chinese civilization, which is one of the longest-lived civilizations in the world. It has gone through many unifications and divisions, forming a unique centralized political system and a complex bureaucratic system. The third place is Islamic civilization. During the Middle Ages, it unified most of the Middle East, North Africa, West Asia and South Asia, created a diverse cultural circle, implemented relatively tolerant religious policies, and promoted the development of science and culture. The ranking of other civilizations is Greek civilization, Egyptian civilization, Indus Valley civilization, Mesopotamian civilization, Inca civilization, Aztec civilization and Mayan civilization. Economy. The economic aspect mainly considers the productivity, trade activities, monetary system, and resource development and utilization of ancient civilizations. In this regard, Chinese civilization ranks highest because it has abundant natural resources, invented many important technologies such as papermaking, printing, gunpowder, compass, etc., developed agriculture, handicrafts, commerce, and trade links with other civilizations, such as the Silk Road. Next was the Roman civilization, which used its vast territory to establish a unified market, implemented a unified currency and tax system, and developed agriculture, industry, architecture, and infrastructure such as roads, bridges, aqueducts, etc. The third place is Islamic civilization, which inherited ancient trade routes, such as the Silk Road, the Spice Road, etc., promoted cultural exchanges between the East and the West, and developed agriculture, handicrafts, finance, and urbanization. The ranking of other civilizations is Egyptian civilization, Greek civilization, Mesopotamian civilization, Indus Valley civilization, Inca civilization, Aztec civilization and Mayan civilization. Science and technology. Science and technology mainly considers the scientific discoveries of ancient civilizations, technological innovations, mathematics, astronomy, medicine, engineering, and the understanding and exploration of natural phenomena. In this regard, Greek civilization ranks highest. It is the origin of Western science, founded logic, philosophy, geometry, mathematics, astronomy, physics, biology, medicine and other disciplines, and proposed many important theories such as Pythagoras' theorems, Euclidean geometry, Archimedes' principle, Aristotle's theory of four elements, etc. Next is Chinese civilization, which also has many outstanding scientific and technological contributions, such as the aforementioned papermaking, printing, gunpowder, compass, etc., as well as abacus, sundial, water clock, seismometer, rocket, mechanism, bridge, aqueduct, etc. The third place is Islamic civilization, because it was a leader in science and technology during the Middle Ages. It inherited and developed the knowledge of ancient Greece, ancient India, ancient Persia and other civilizations, and also created many important achievements. The ranking of other civilizations is Roman civilization, Egyptian civilization, Indus Valley civilization, Mesopotamian civilization, Inca civilization, Aztec civilization and Mayan civilization. Culture. In terms of culture, we mainly consider the language, writing, literature, art, music, religion, philosophy, education of ancient civilizations, and their impact on later civilizations. In this regard, Greek civilization ranks highest because it is the source of Western culture and created rich literature such as Homeric epics, tragedies, comedies, lyric poems, etc., as well as beautiful arts such as sculptures, architecture, pottery, paintings etc., developed philosophies such as Plato, Aristotle, Socrates, etc., as well as democracy, the Olympic movement, mythology, etc. Second is Chinese civilization, which also has a profound cultural heritage and has created unique characters, such as Chinese characters, as well as extensive and profound literature, such as poetry, prose, novels, dramas, etc., as well as exquisite arts, such as calligraphy, painting, ceramics, embroidery, paper cutting, etc., developed philosophies such as Confucianism, Taoism, legalism, Moism, etc., as well as etiquette, Chinese medicine, I Ching, Feng Shui, etc. The third place is Islamic civilization, which also has rich cultural achievements, creating excellent literature, such as the Quran, 1001 Nights, Rubaiyat, etc., as well as exquisite arts, such as architecture, carpets, ceramics, calligraphy, painting, etc., and developed religions such as Islam, Sufism, Shia, etc., as well as law, history, geography, etc. The ranking of other civilizations is Roman civilization, Egyptian civilization, Indus Valley civilization, Mesopotamian civilization, Inca civilization, Aztec civilization and Mayan civilization. Next, let's take a look at the ranking of the territorial areas of some ancient civilizations. The unit is square kilometers. Roman Empire, about 5 million. Mongol Empire, approximately 24 million. Arab Empire, approximately 13 million. Persian Empire, approximately 8 million. Han Dynasty, about 6 million. Egyptian Dynasty, approximately 1 million. Greek city-states, about 300,000. Mayan civilization, about 250,000. Inca Empire, approximately 2 million. Mesopotamian civilization, approximately 500,000. Here is a ranking of the population size of some ancient civilizations. Han Dynasty, about 60 million people. Roman Empire, approximately 50 million. Mongol Empire, approximately 40 million. Arab Empire, approximately 30 million. Persian Empire, about 20 million. Egyptian Dynasty, approximately 10 million. Greek city-states, about 5 million. Mayan civilization, approximately 4 million. Inca Empire, approximately 3 million. Mesopotamian civilization, approximately 2 million. Here is a ranking of how long some ancient civilizations' peak period have lasted. Egyptian dynasty, ca 3000 years. Mesopotamian civilization, approximately 2500 years. Greek city-states, ca 1000 years. Roman Empire, approximately 500 years. Han Dynasty, about 400 years. Persian Empire, ca 300 years. Inca Empire, ca 200 years. Arab Empire, ca 150 years. Mayan civilization, approximately 100 years. Mongol Empire, approximately 50 years. Let us explain a few indicators. In ancient times, calculations of territory and population were not as clear and accurate as modern national borders or censuses. Generally speaking, the archaeological community makes estimates based on the political influence, military control, cultural spread, population distribution and other factors of ancient civilizations. Different historians and geographers may have different standards and methods, so the data on the total population of ancient territory and area are not necessarily accurate or consistent. Therefore, when we compare these indicators of ancient civilizations, we should be aware of the limitations and uncertainties of these data. In addition, the above-mentioned parameter rankings do not take into account Indian civilization. In fact, Indian civilization is a very ancient and splendid civilization with a long history and rich culture. However, the definition and scope of Indian civilization are not very clear and unified. Some people believe that Indian civilization began with the Indus Valley Civilization in 2500 BC, some believe that Indian civilization began with the Vedic age of 1500 BC, and some believe that Indian civilization began with the 6th century BC, beginning of the Manichaean era. Herefore, data on the territory, population size and duration of Indian civilization are difficult to unify and compare. Similarly, there are many different disputes over China's calculations, because there were several divisions and reunifications during the period. If their various dynasties are counted as a whole, then its history will last much longer. Chinese civilization is a very long-lasting and diverse civilization, with a history of thousands of years and numerous dynasties. Different dynasties have different political systems, cultural characteristics, social changes, external exchanges, etc. Therefore, Chinese civilization is not a single concept, but a complex phenomenon. Generally speaking, Chinese civilization can be divided and calculated according to different standards and perspectives. For example, we can divide Chinese civilization based on time into pre-Qin, Han, 3 kingdoms, Jin, southern and northern dynasties, Sui and Tang, 5 dynasties and 10 kingdoms, Song and Yuan, Ming and Qing, Republic of China, New China and other periods. We can also divide Chinese civilization according to regions into the Central Plains, Western regions, South, Northeast, Southwest and other regions. We can also divide Chinese civilization according to culture into schools such as Confucianism, Taoism, Legalism, Moism, Buddhism, Taoism, Islam, Christianity, and folk beliefs. These divisions and calculations have their rationality and significance, but they also have their limitations and shortcomings. Therefore, when we analyze and evaluate Chinese civilization, we should pay attention to multiple perspectives and comprehensive methods. We cannot simply count different dynasties as one civilization, nor can we count different dynasties as different civilizations. We should respect the historical continuity and change of Chinese civilization, understand the internal consistency and external diversity of Chinese civilization, and explore the local characteristics and global influence of Chinese civilization. To sum up, our final ranking of the comprehensive strength of ancient civilizations is: Roman civilization, Chinese civilization, Islamic civilization, Greek civilization, Egyptian civilization, Indus Valley civilization, Mesopotamian civilization, Inca civilization, Aztec civilization, Mayan civilization. These civilizations are the top 10 picks. Let's explain in depth. The reason why Roman civilization ranks first is because it has a very high level in politics, economy, science and technology, culture, etc., and it also has a great influence on later civilizations. Especially today's Western civilization, the basic structure of today's West can be seen in its complete form in Rome more than 2,000 years ago. These systems are very advanced even by modern standards. Regardless of culture and art, Rome developed on the basis of inheriting the high achievements of Greece. The Roman civilization established a huge empire with efficient administrative management, advanced legal systems, and powerful military power. Roman civilization used its vast territory to establish a unified market, implement a unified currency and tax system, and develop agriculture, industry, architecture, and infrastructure. Roman civilization also had some scientific and technological achievements, such as roads, bridges, aqueducts, water conservancy, surveying, engineering, medicine, etc. Roman civilization inherited and developed Greek culture and created excellent literature, such as Virgil's Aeneid, Ovid's Metamorphoses, etc., as well as exquisite arts, such as sculptures, architecture, mosaics, and murals. Wait. The language of Roman civilization, Latin, is the basis of many modern languages, such as French, Spanish, Italian, etc. The laws, politics, religion, culture, etc. of Roman civilization also had a profound impact on the civilizations of Europe, America, Africa and other places. China's ancient civilization was also very powerful, but it was relatively closed, and its influence and spread on the world was weaker than that of Rome. Finally, we will give a brief introduction to some other rankings. The study of the comprehensive strength ranking of ancient civilizations is a very hot topic, and many scholars, writers, media, etc. have discussed and evaluated it. For example, there is a book called The Rise and Fall of Ancient Civilizations, written by American historian Joseph Tilton Rogers. He gives a book based on the political, economic, social, cultural, religious, technological and other aspects of ancient civilizations. In terms of overall strength ranking, his ranking is Roman civilization, Greek civilization, Chinese civilization, Egyptian civilization, Persian civilization, Indian civilization, Babylonian civilization, Assyrian civilization, Phoenician civilization, Hellenistic civilization. There is also a documentary called The Glory of Ancient Civilizations, produced by the British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC. They gave a ranking of the comprehensive strength of ancient civilizations based on their creativity, influence, endurance, adaptability, etc. Their ranking is Roman civilization, Chinese civilization, Islamic civilization, Indian civilization, Egyptian civilization, Greek civilization, Mayan civilization, Inca civilization, Aztec civilization, Mesopotamian civilization. These rankings represent only one opinion and are not necessarily entirely objective or comprehensive. Different background considerations may have different standards or preferences, so there is no absolutely accurate answer that can be used as a reference. To be honest, the term comprehensive strength level is actually a relatively subjective view. Because with our current capabilities, it is very difficult to accurately and objectively calculate the comprehensive strength level of a country thousands of years ago. Many people think that national power is equal to military strength, which is a one-sided understanding of civilization. Mongolia once conquered most of the world, but it did not have the same influence on culture, politics, and technology. Many outside views often emphasize the conquest of a country by a foreign enemy as a way to see how civilization has declined. This cannot be viewed from today's perspective as to how the ancients viewed these issues under the circumstances at that time. Today's scholars should avoid labeling ancient civilizations with various advanced or backward symbols when doing historical research. For example, The age of a civilization does not necessarily mean the strength of the civilization, and a high level of productivity does not necessarily mean greater influence. Because after all, civilization cannot be divided into high and low like today's games. In short, the rankings in today's issue are based on a comprehensive comparison under specific above-mentioned indicators. As mentioned above, these rankings can give us a general concept and understanding of various aspects of each civilization. Drawing a clear outline and being objective and accurate requires more in-depth research and the collective wisdom of everyone. If you have different opinions, please leave a message below to express your views and share them with everyone. We hope that we can all keep an open mind and understand and appreciate the charm of ancient civilizations in many aspects. Civilization is the most beautiful manifestation of the achievements of human history. Civilizations are not classified in order, nor are they high or low. They are the most precious assets left to us by our ancestors.